Alright, let's go. It took like, what, 3 episodes to get to this point, or 4? After I actually found that place. I think I should do... Oh.
This isn't just glass. These are old computation components.
These are computer components?
Yes, filament memories. From the time when wires were cast in glass, slides with an inlaid nervous system.
How do they do that, and why?
The how was a closely guarded secret. Something that was locked in safes in human heads across the river where they were manufactured. As to why, your fingers don't know. The why is easy, because they hadn't come up with modern silicon-based systems yet. For vitreous cast filament memories, though, these seem incredibly advanced.
So... like cardboard's made of glass. The circuitry. Hey Cam, look old cybernetics.
So it is. I think it is used to form a single system, slotted in the wall.
So this is all that remains of failed R&D?
The rest of the building seems to have been picked clean.
Could this be part of the failed playback experiment?
These? No. These are old filament memories. I hope you're not expecting to find that device here. You will be disappointed.
All you'll find here is pain.
Alright. Time to get high. You should take out your flashlight. I know. Oh, should I do alcohol too? Just go all out. Nah. All right. Is this the place? I think it is. A concrete pipe buried in sand and dust. It feels strange. What?
Suddenly, your entire body is paralyzed. Aggressive white noise fills your skull. A strange pain, like you've never felt before. Through the static, you hear a woman's voice.
Huh. So that's a pale emitter?
It's like 1,000 radio stations are being blasted into your head all at once. But her words are the only ones you can make out.
I know you're feeling pretty uncomfortable right now. Don't move too much or fight it. That'll just make it worse. Can't say it's a pleasure, officer. I was really hoping not to make your acquaintance. But here we are.
The voice coming through the whirlwind of pain is not malicious. She doesn't want to hurt you, but she has to. Doesn't wish to hurt you, not according to your ear canals. Wait, no, not even your ear canals. This is going directly into your neural pathways.
So there's no point covering ears? I'll cover them anyway.
No, buddy, that's not
Shit.
going to help. You can't shield yourself from this. It's an entirely new type of experience, way worse than all the previous ones. Don't focus on the pain. Focus on doing your job. Tell her she's under arrest.
You are under arrest.
Really now? Check this out.
She turns the dial in her hand.
You're overwhelmed with a new surge of violent static. It feels like a blood vessel exploded in your brain.
What's happening to me?
I'm using a pale latitude compressor. You and your partner have been caught in its field.
The explosion of static you're hearing. It's the ULAN frequency,
Can't you move?
blasted from that pale emitter that Angus mentioned.
I saw your equations, it's the yuan frequency.
Saw my equations? You've been sniffing through my lorry, right? I expected as much. I am a bit surprised you knew what you were looking at.
You should probably check on Kim. That's what good partners do.
Right behind you, officer.
Eyes closed, the lieutenant is doubled over. He's still alive and breathing.
A pale latitude compressor is used to sort of make the pale more manageable. With a lot of these, you can force a radio signal grid on the pale, literally crunch the distance across it. Signals are relayed across a series of repeater stations fixed to buoys. Not a fun job manning those stations. All alone out there in the pale, people lose their minds in just a few years.
Sounds like she knew someone who used to man one of those stations. But she won't tell you about her. Boy, you're one empathetic police officer to have guessed even that right now.
So, what we are experiencing is a concentration of radio waves.
Maybe the pigs, but I don't know. It wasn't mentioned that she was like away for a long time. He gestures towards something with great effort.
Precisely. This is an industrial strength paraboloid. It's meant for forcing dimensions on something that doesn't have them. Needless to say, the frequencies used are out of this world.
It's so strange that we're having this conversation. Just like casually. Hey, what is this about? Why is this like? How is this working? Let's think about this. While we're just cringing from pain.
At the upper limit is the large prime number generator station. It's used specifically for pale latitude compression. That's why you may be hearing some numbers. But you might also hear, or think you're hearing, local radio chatter.
She's been holed up in here for a while with no one to talk to. Keep her talking, and you just might get an opportunity to break me loose.
How did you get your hands on this thing?
I built it myself.
She nods towards her torture device.
That's illegal. I'm guessing it's patented. But we are beyond that, aren't we?
Oh yeah, way beyond.
She studies her death ray and the law officials trapped in it. Have you experienced the compressor yourself?
Yeah, I stuck my head in there before using it on you. It seemed like the ethical thing to do. Can't say that I enjoyed it. The field was weaker, but I can imagine what you're going through.
Will I stay like this forever?
No. Once I shut down the compressor, the pain will end. It may take a few minutes for you to steady yourself, though. It's a bit like waking out of a very confusing dream.
I'm not even sure what language is this. This is all great, but let's talk about the man who was killed.
Yeah, let's not talk about that shit. You were hunting me and fell into my trap instead. That's all there is to say about it.
So she thinks of you as hunters, not cops, and of herself merely as prey.
Please, could you just turn it down so I can ask you something?
If you've got something really important to say, you can do it through the white noise.
That's actually in Russian, but with a very strong accent. Wait, I think the cigarette. Oh no, it's still here. Just okay. I didn't see it.
Dentist.
The lieutenant clutches his head, grimacing. Like you just need to step slightly away. You can, come on.
God damn it.
She regrets you and Kim with sudden sympathy. Regards.
Fine. If you really want to talk, I can dial it down. I've also got a gun, by the way.
She steps reluctantly out of the shadows. The pain lessens.
The gun she's carrying is a two-barreled front loader, not like the murder weapon. Well, it doesn't feel much better, but you can form sentences now. Thinking doesn't seem to hurt as much. Just keep her talking, and you'll get through this. There's only 3 meters between you and the machine. If you keep her distracted for long enough, maybe. Be careful when you make your move. That'll be it for questions. Bide your time.
Well, yeah. I won't be using brute force if I can. How do you know we're coming?
I heard you in the passages, and I've been preparing for quite a while.
By hiding bullets under floorboards?
So you found my shack, huh? I'm not surprised.
Her tone is bitter. She thinks she's been betrayed.
She didn't write you out, by the way, Isabel, the washerwoman.
So nice. That's one knife I didn't want to find in my back.
She smiles a little smile.
As opposed to the other knives she's finding there now. Hardy for one.
You are desperate, aren't you?
I was. Before I caught you in the pale latitude compressor. I'm fine now.
That's her admitting the bullet was an emergency exit. It was dark in the shack. The waves outside had calmed down. She looked at the loaded gun. Then she cracked the barrel open and took the bullet out. Not today.
Did you shoot Kelly?
No,
Lily?
I didn't do it. I only helped stage the lynching, though I doubt that makes much of a difference to you.
So she says she didn't do it, and she doesn't trust you. Is it you specifically, or the citizens' militia that she distrusts?
Who ratted me out, by the way? Was it Titus? No, he wouldn't have broken first.
She hesitates. There's only two options, and there's no option not to tell her who did it. You are right, Classier was the first to share her suspicions.
Oh, I knew the kitten had claws, but not like this.
She smiles sadly. I don't want her to know too much.
But she couldn't have known I was on the coast. How did you find me?
Titus told me it took some convincing.
Oh, fuck. Took some convincing my ass. Those guys liked me, I know it. This is what happens to people whom people like.
A dull despair is creeping into her voice.
How the fuck do the rest of you get by?
Yeah, I guess we'll just use what the extra one, because some people never would have learned that information. Maybe, I don't know. Wait, wasn't it you who called me the human can opener? It's not personal, I opened them up.
I did, didn't I? Now you've come for me. Fuck them all the same.
That did make her forgive them. A little.
But I don't really need her to forgive them. It's the opposite. I need her to be distressed and cornered instead. Oh, so it was optional thing. I do it by asking questions, and I have some for you.
Like what? I already told you I didn't do it.
She adjusts her grip on the gun.
A strong moral compass. She still wants the opportunity to make a case for herself.
Oh my god. Talking through this is just not very comfortable. Would you say that Lily was a likable person? What?
I didn't like him. Hardened mercenaries aren't particularly likable types.
Oh, there's nothing more personal that you had against him? Perhaps his way of dealing with women?
You think I was envious of his conquests? Look, pussy's not a problem for me, and definitely not a reason to off someone.
Did you feel protective of the Union?
Yeah, sure. And I didn't like Wild Pines sending in those foreign hirelings. Me and a fuck ton of other people around here.
I hate to be the bearer of bad tidings, but I don't think she's perjuring herself.
Well, I already figured that she probably wasn't the one who killed him.
She didn't hate him, okay?
But she could have helped someone to do it. That's not entirely off the table. You don't feel sympathy for mercs, it's hard work.
Plenty of broken people who don't come with that kind of body count. Besides, they're paid well for what they do.
I have other questions.
I'm listening.
Do you have an alibi for when Lily was shot?
Man, I was with the boys the whole night. I hope they at least bothered to impress that upon you.
There was half an hour missing. You went out.
Like fuck I did. I was in all the time. I went for a leak. 10-15 minutes max.
Our investigation has shown that 15 minutes was just enough time to commit the murder.
Wow. Now I'm curious. Please, explain.
Look, there's a secret way from the first floor of the building onto the roof.
Don't know it, but also,
She frowns, studying your face.
the shot couldn't have come from the roof, or we would have all heard it downstairs.
She has a point there.
Yeah, like,
No one mentioned.
you could have thought about this before, too, you know? The thing I was saying. The pain stops him from finishing the sentence.
That didn't go super well. You've got to lay something better on her.
You have a gun.
And?
Where did you get it?
The gun store.
What gun store?
Trigger Happy Jacks.
That doesn't sound like the name of the real store.
What did you think? That I'm going to squeal on my gun supplier? Sorry, I'm not that kind of gal.
I see it's a front loader. Do you have another gun somewhere?
Sure don't.
A breech loader?
No.
I can't quite tell what kind of gun is it.
A Noctway 80 front loader. 2-barreled. Not really what you were looking for, I'm guessing.
That isn't it.
Do you collect guns? Maybe old rifles?
No, they're not practical. Break too often.
Well, there's another evidence I want to ask you about.
Yeah, evidence.
You liked classy A lot.
I considered her a good friend, yeah.
Are you a girl like her?
What the hell, man? Yeah, why not? I've gotten worse.
She laughs. Is peeping one of your hobbies? I'm guessing from the previous answer she never actually been there, and also the prints didn't match her boots.
I'm not following your clever insinuations, Detective.
Clytie said you may have used the peephole in her wall to spy on her.
Damn, that girl's pretty, but not that pretty. In fact, no one's pretty enough to waste time skulking about the whirling, drilling holes in walls.
So, haven't been watching Clytie through a hole in the wall?
Nope. Look, she has an effect on people. Or had, before you sent her off in your moral lantern meat grinder.
Hey, she didn't knew
It's
that.
impossible not to look at her when she walks into the room, and very difficult to look away.
Come on,
But travel enough and you realize...
I specifically said nothing at that part so she wouldn't know about it, but now she knows somehow magically. Come on. What was the point then? Then just don't give me an option. So I would bitch about that there's no other option.
For the same reason that she's everyone's type as an object of desire, she's not irreplaceable.
But you wanted to be more than just friends.
Oh, so that's where you were going with this.
She said you wanted to run away with her.
That's a very sentimental way of putting it. We both had pasts we didn't want to catch up with us, and we enjoyed listening to music together. Why not go on a road trip?
The lieutenant watches her expectantly, occasionally shaking from the pain.
Okay, fine. I was into her. Clausy was into me too for a time, I know it. We even fooled around once. And yeah, after that I thought maybe we could make a go of it.
She rolls her eyes.
Clausia only said they may be kissed. Someone is lying here.
Wait, Clytie said you only kiss.
If that's what she wants on the record, so be it. I'm not about to go into details for you to jerk off to later.
She rolls her eyes again.
Seriously, just move on.
But I do want details actually.
Really?
Oh my god. I actually don't have enough health for
Is
this.
that blood on the ground before you? Are your ears bleeding?
Yeah, really?
Okay, then what happened?
She rejected me with some wishy-washy bullshit about how she was confused because she felt so close to me and valued my friendship so much, and how guilty she felt for leading me on. I knew that wasn't the whole story, but thought, fine, I'll take it and move on.
No ill will there. It wasn't a problem for her.
Damn. Yeah, what if I had much less health? Because some of it is not... It is impossible to avoid. I would have been soft-locked, actually. Clytie said you got very angry when she started seeing Lely threaten her.
Yeah, one time when we'd both been drinking, I said some heated things about how dangerous her patterns with men were. I was a little worried she'd blow it out of proportion in her head. All the drugs she was doing can make you feel like you're living in a DeLorean tragedy.
By the way, DeLorean tragedies are still held in high regard for innovation in language and motifs. They are also known for overwrought emotions leading to catastrophic outcomes.
And despite everything, you helped her by staging the lynching.
Yeah, the girl seemed terrified. The merc was beyond caring what happened to his mortal coil. It was a no-brainer.
There are other things I ask about.
Go ahead. It's your body.
And mine too, he thinks. But keep on. This must be done.
Flowers. You are running drugs for the Union. I've been through your lorry.
So, Heart of Gold Tommy fucked me over too. Never trust a musician.
She shakes her head slowly.
That really comes as a blow to her.
But it wasn't Tony, really.
Maybe twist the knife, just in case. Make her more desperate.
Shit, that's what I'm doing. I don't want to betray that guy, though. It was fine. No, he didn't. I found my own way in.
Okay, great. You got into my lorry on your own. What now? You're going to arrest me for drug trafficking?
A bitter smile.
Beneath it, she's relieved Tommy didn't betray her.
You had a financial incentive to kill the merc.
Man, it's to get away from all that murderous shit that I left Jamrock, my previous employer, for the Union.
The lieutenant is unable to articulate his question.
She deliberately avoided naming the mob she worked for. You might be able to find this out later.
I got lucky being a dispatcher. Never had to do any of the really dirty work myself. This gun has only been used for self-defense against serious scum.
She glances at it, then she turns the knob down just a millimeter. But you are threatening us with it?
Based on what I've heard about you, you are serious scum.
She responds, holding your gaze. Do you like to hang out on rooftops?
Who doesn't? Oh, you probably mean Claudia's rooftop. Sure, I've hung out there. She's got this great antenna.
So that's the only reason you hang out on the roof?
The view's pretty bomb, too. But you might say the antenna was the main attraction there, yeah. Along with Claudia.
Yeah, just came on that roof to look at that antenna. What's so great about her antenna?
It's very powerful. I used it to tune into RCM frequencies. That's how I knew to be prepared for your arrival.
Shit, couldn't we have used that antenna then instead of the fucking horse? So, you're sure you didn't shoot the merc from the roof?
Yes, I'm sure. And anyway, as I said before, the shot had to have come from afar.
Did you leave any flowers for Quasi on the roof?
No. Gifts of flowers and candy aren't really my style.
These aren't just flowers, they symbols of revolution.
So now I'm leaving revolutionary symbols around? Come on.
Was that pity? For you? She sees you're grasping for straws here.
But Quasi was mourning.
I never did understand why, when someone dies, a hothouse's worth of flowers has to die too.
Okay, so you didn't leave May bells?
No, I did not.
I did not. Okay, let's take a step back.
Yeah? Where?
More questions before doing anything.
Nudge it during drugs talk. I don't really want to do it though. Because she still has a gun as well. Who killed the merc if it wasn't you?
How should I know? As I keep saying, he already had a bullet in his head when I got to him, and there hasn't been any useful gossip over the radio.
Those rings around her eyes, her tired voice. She's been staying up late, listening in on the conversations crisscrossing Martinez.
Police radio? You've been following the case?
Who hasn't? You know, I can still see him there, in Claus's room, lying on his side.
Does that mean she also knows what we've been talking to the police about? Because I think I told them about my whole situation. Yeah, like I spilled all the beans there right after I woke up, thinking that it might help. But like it's just, it was zero information there. Like they didn't even say to me my name. Fucking bastards.
He was still warm, but the bluish light coming through the broken window made him look as though he'd been dead for a good long while.
Blue light from the window. What happened Sunday night? Tell me your version.
She eyes you warily, as though gauging your sincerity. She's refusing to adopt the demeanor of a cornered animal, a leader with no one to lead. She still wants to retain some control of the situation.
It's okay. We just want to...
He struggles to finish the sentence.
All right, don't kill yourself over it. I was shooting the shit with Hardy and the boys over a few beers, like always. Then Klasha comes in, all pale and shuddering. She sits down with a drink, trying to steady her nerves. So I grab a seat next to her.
Quasi said you knew something was wrong immediately.
No, I really didn't. She's not that easy to read. I just assumed she'd done too much blow. It wouldn't be a first for her. But no such luck. She was in some deep shit. She asked me to come upstairs. The merc she'd been going with was lying on the bedroom floor, dead. I knew she couldn't get the authorities involved, so yeah.
You made it look like he'd been hanged.
What the fuck? Kim all of a sudden just come? Something I forgot to send notes to this line. Quasi found it weird you came up with the plan so quickly.
What? No. Faking a lynching was her idea.
Her idea?
Yeah, in cold blood. It really surprised me
Huh.
how quickly she was able to get a hold of herself once we got up there. It was like she was another person. The party girl was gone.
Oh, nice. So, I guess her, what it was, corporate spy skills kicked in. Also, who knows who she really is.
She asked me to help her drag him into the shower so she could wind the shower head around his neck to fake lividity. Then she dressed him while I went to get the Hardy Boys.
Glacia knew exactly what she was doing. You can't remain calm under pressure otherwise. She lied to you about that, too.
Showered head, resourceful.
Yeah, I wasn't sure whether to admire her or be disturbed.
Do you think she killed Lely herself?
As I keep telling you cops, we didn't hear anything downstairs. No gunshot, nothing.
But even if this is true, weren't you worried the lynching might lead to...
Again, he's just completely calm. The lieutenant forces himself to finish the sentence.
War? The thought crossed my mind. But the mercenary's death was going to have repercussions either way. Although the way things are going...
She purses her lips.
She doesn't want to talk about this, but not because she has something to hide.
Okay, my drugs
She
just
doesn't want the guilt.
worn off, and we didn't really do anything. Didn't do any checks. This conversation just
fuck it.
was for
I'm not
too long.
responsible for these people after what they did to me.
If you didn't kill him, why hide?
I saw you roll into town. I wasn't about to
Yeah,
stick around for questioning by a goddamn La Puta Madre agent.
What? I'm a corrupt cop who is involved in fucking gang of La Puta Madre? Wow. That's cool. What do you mean, La Puta Madre agent?
Yes, you. Everyone says you're his peon, his human can opener.
She looks at you quizzically.
Through the subtle
Uh-oh.
sharp pain in your head, you hear the lieutenant mumble something to himself. Fucking hell. And why me? You hear through the white noise. It's especially bad suddenly. Felt like a vein exploded.
Who's everyone? How do you know this?
Everyone in Jamrock. The cops, the criminals. Why do you think I'm holed up in here with a goddamn death ray waiting for you?
If she knows that about you, she must know your real name too.
What? I know my real name already. What the fuck? Why is that here? Like, getting your real name was so... Well, not terribly early, but early enough. Tell me my name. Tell me what's my name. If you know that about me, you must know my name.
Harry Dubois. One corrupt motherfucker with the disco pants and a funny tie. Agent to La Puta Madre.
She replies quickly.
So she knows your name. That doesn't mean you're on the tape. Criminals make up bogeyman stories about cops all the time. All of this just means that you're effective. Criminals know you and are scared of you.
La Puta Madre, I've heard of La Puta Madre. He's dangerous, right?
Is that a joke or a threat? I'm guessing both.
I'm sorry, I know I'm supposed to know all about this, but I lost my memory recently.
Yeah, sure.
She doesn't believe you.
I'm sure La Puta Madre himself will explain it all to you soon enough.
What did you do to this Madre anyway?
You've been to my lorry. You think the biggest player in Jamrock appreciates competition? And now I have Harry Can Opener in my lair. Fucking Titus.
She pauses.
She's not going to change her mind that easily. She still perceives you as a threat. Wait, one thing, possibly small, but she said you rolled into town. Was that you singular or plural? She might know something.
What? Yeah. Duh. We already knew that. That she meant me. Exactly me. Like what? I'm just not happy with the idea that if there's one more damage to my health, that I have to go through all of that again. When I came into this town, was there anyone with me?
Yeah, you had your death squad with you. What happened to them anyway?
What? Death Squad? Who was in this squad?
Well, it wasn't this scrawny dude. You had two guys and a lady. The guys looked pretty buff. The lady wasn't bad either.
Huh. Huh. By death squad, she means somebody who's not in the police division? Because there's my partner and the lady, but she's not really buffed. But what else can you tell me?
One of the guys seemed chipper, a blonde. The other had a brooding something or other about him. And the woman was the only one in uniform. All were carrying.
Huh.
That sound about right?
She narrows her eyes.
No idea who these people are, literally.
Oh, thank you. 10 logic? That's really helpful.
Satellite Officer Vic Blair looks out of the window grimly, then puts his coffee down and turns to Patrol Officer Minot. We could either take a room here in the Whirling or go home for today. Let's go home, Jean. Nothing's going to happen today, she responds quietly. Jean takes his blonde wig off. Call Heidelstein. He can give us a ride.
Really? Those guys? I don't know. I think I know them. They are in Martinez.
Friction, lock, set.
Don't leave me here. Please delete.
Fantastic. I've got to get on the road. Then you can go find your friends. Unless you have anything pressing to ask me.
Then who's the third guy if Jean and Minot are the two of my death squad? Also, they didn't really respect me at all. Do you know about the bunker next door?
What bunker?
The communist hideout back there?
Don't know anything about it. No one's been around since I set up camp. But I'm sure I'm not the first vagabond to...
Her voice trails off into white noise in your head. It feels like an aneurysm approaching. No! No, I have to do it all again.
You feel something in your chest, an unnatural pressure.
I thought for sure
It's
like
spreading
5
to your left
nosopheads will
your jaw.
be just fine. The end of the world is here.
Don't think this is a sign of anything other than your heart failing.
Let it go.
There's no shame in surrendering.
Let it go.
Cop suffers.
Let it go. Maybe I should do... no drugs this time? They are bad for my health. It wasn't a joke. Is this the one? I think it might. Because they didn't help me. Like, there was no checks. Yeah, all good. Man! It will take me fucking 10 minutes to go through all of that again.
Suddenly, your entire body is paralyzed. It's like
I know you can't say it's...
the voice doesn't wish to hurt you. That's an awful decision. Why would you not want to shield yourself from it?
Okay.
It's an entirely new type of experience. Way worse than all the...
So it doesn't matter what I choose there.
Don't focus on the pain. Focus on doing your job. Tell her she's under arrest.
You're under arrest.
Really?
You're overwhelmed. with
Maybe
a new
I
surge of
shouldn't do
violent
that.
Static. It feels like a blood vessel exploded in your brain.
I'm using a pale...
The blasted from that pale
Also, I need to
emitter
remember what
endless
the hell I
energy.
was doing here.
saw my...
Right behind.
A pale light signals are
Sounds like
So,
precise at the up...
she's been holed up in here for a while with no one to talk to. Keep her talking. And you...
I built it myself.
that's a
Oh yeah. Way beyond... No. Yeah, I stuck my head in. Yeah,
So she thinks of you.
if you've got... Goddamn fine.
The gun well, just keep her. There's only... Be careful when you make your move.
I heard you in the passages. And I've been prepared. So you...
Her tone is bitter. She's...
So nice.
As opposed to the other knives she's finding there now. Hardy.
I was...
That's her. It was dark in the shack.
No. Who ratted me out, by the way? Was it Titus? Oh. I knew the kitten had claws, but not like this.
Yeah, I said nothing
But
here,
she couldn't have known I was on
but
the coast.
she
How
knows
did
it
you find
anyway,
me?
that we arrested Clazier. Or Katarine Zina. Her real name. Titus told me...
How the fuck did the rest of you get by?
Asking
what?
A
questions.
strong moral compass. She still wants the opportunity to make a case for her.
I didn't like
Okay, I think...
him. Hardened
Shit.
mercenaries aren't particularly likable. Plenty of broken people. You think I was envious of it? Yeah,
I hate she didn't hate
Everything
I'm
here.
listening.
Everything
Man,
there.
I was with the boys the whole night. I hope they at least bothered to impress that upon
I
me.
said half an hour, but the second option is better.
Like fuck I did. I was in all the time. Wow. Now I'm curious. Please, explain. Don't know it. The shot...
she has a...
That didn't go super well.
And? The gun stole... Trigger Happy Jacks. What did you think? Sure don't.
a breach lock.
No. A knock...
That isn't it.
No, they're not practical. Yeah. Evident. I considered her a good friend. What the hell, man? I'm not following your clever insinuations, detective. Damn. Nope. For the same reason that she's everyone's type as an object of desire, She's not. Oh, that's a very.
The lieutenant.
Okay, fine.
Glacier only said they maybe kissed. Someone is lying here.
If that's what.
Seriously, just move on.
Okay, I'll move on here so I won't lose more health. Because who knows how much damage I can take here.
She rejected me. I knew that was.
No ill will there.
Okay, this saves me.
It wasn't a problem for her.
Cause it said.
Yeah, the girl seemed. Yeah, I was a little worried.
By the way, DeLorean tragedy.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
And mine too, he thinks. But keep on. This must be.
Who doesn't? Oh, you probably. The view's pretty It's very. Yes, I'm sure. And anyway, as I said before, no. Gifts of flowers and candy aren't really my style. I never did so now I'm.
Was that?
No, I did not. So.
That maybe twist the knife?
Okay.
Beneath it, she's relieved Tommy didn't betray her.
Here I just moved on.
She deliberately.
I got lucky being a dispatcher. Never had to do any of the really dirty work myself. Based on what I've heard about you are. Yeah?
More questions before doing anything.
How should I know?
Those rings.
What is red?
Who hasn't? He was still warm. With the bluish light coming through the broken.
She's refused.
It's okay.
All right. She sits down with a drink, trying to steady her nerves. So I grab a seat next to her. No, she asked me.
You made it look like he'd been hanged.
What? Yeah. She.
Glacian, she lied to you about that too.
Yeah. As I keep.
But
War?
She doesn't.
Fuck it. I'm not responsible for these people after what they did to me.
Yeah, as I thought, you can't save in the middle. Okay,
I saw you. Yes.
Puta
Through
madre.
the sudden sharp pain in your head, you hear the lieutenant. Fucking hell. And it's especially bad suddenly. Felt like a vein exploded.
Everyone in Jamrock.
If she knows that about you, she must.
Harry Dubois.
So she knows all of this just means that you're effective.
Is that a joke or a threat? I'm guessing both. Yeah, sure.
She doesn't.
I'm sure La Puta Madre himself will explain it. You've been to my...
She's not. Wait, one thing. Possibly small, but she said you rolled into town. Was that you?
Yeah, you had your death squad with you. What happened to them anyway? Well, it wasn't this scrawny dude. One of the guys, that sound about right.
No idea. Satellite office. Let's go home, John. Nothing's going to happen today, she responds quietly. John takes his blonde wig off. Call Heidelstein. He can give us a
Fantastic. I've got to get on the road. Then you can go find what bunker? Don't know anything about.
Why did I take damage here? I guess from just asking too many questions. Hey. Alright, this is where we died. I can't take it anymore. Just go. Okay, I'm not going to attempt. Because it's 50-50 chance in the first place. Even if we succeed, there might be a gunfight. We are going to be... It's not going to be immediately effective. We're just going to be really out of it. It just doesn't seem like a good idea right now.
Glad to have been of assistance. Best of luck to you, officers. Revishal's a bitch.
She tosses her head back defiantly and turns down the machine.
The woman runs past you and disappears into the darkness of the tunnel.
Jesus. I need to stock up on nosefeds.
All things considered, it could have gone worse.
Wait, shouldn't we go after her?
No, I don't think she did it. She's someone else's
Come on,
case
Kim.
now.
Even if she didn't do it, she's still a criminal. Like, what are you talking about? What now? She also has more information.
Now we have to come up with a really good excuse for why we walked right into a trap like that. This isn't going to look good in the report.
I mean, you could not write it in the report. I guess we need to justify why we know some of the information we know. He looks around and points further into the cavern.
Her tent. Maybe there's something in there.
Ay. And break in recording.